Right, okay, welcome to Tufnell Park Road. So I'm kind of standing sort of almost halfway down at the top up there, Tufnell Park Station. We've got the Tufnell Park Tavern. And then at the other side, that's the other end of the road, and that road takes you right down to Holloway Road and the Odeon Cinema being right down there on the corner. Well, what I want to show you is some of the buildings that are over here on the street behind me. So let's go for a walk, and I hope I'm not making you dizzy here. So I'll take you for a little walk down Campdale Road. So here we go. So let's back up a little bit so you can get the best shot, so you can get a good view of it. So we've got this, as I say, this is the middle of Tufnell Park Road, so the Tufnell Park Estate. So it's interesting actually, people say about the Tufnell Park Estate, and you will see a little bit further up the road in that direction over there, right on the end, almost at the end of Lady Margaret Road, there are two great big gate posts. And those gate posts would have been the entrance, the entrance to the estate. So we're actually sort of within the estate. So the end of the estate would have been at the bottom by the Odeon. On some plans it says that it's the Barnsbury Manor House. So it's a little bit messy, but a lot of history is messy. People copying and pasting information, and then I don't know. But anyway, it's on some old maps, and if you look at some sort of old maps of about 1880s and 90s, you will see the Barnsbury Estate. So the Barnsbury Estate would have been this area that you're looking at now, behind all these buildings. They're probably open fields. So let's just pick a date, sort of 1800. It was all been empty fields all around here until by the time we get into the 1840s, 50s, 60s, the whole of Holloway starts to get built up. And gradually this section of Tufnell Park starts being built on as well, starts being developed. And so start putting in really nice housing in the back streets, and I'll show you some of those in a moment. So the whole road starts to get houses going down it, and then houses in the back streets. You can see in the distance over there, Mercer's Road. There is a link to the Mercer's Livery Company down there. We'll walk down there in a moment. But in every kind of development, I mean, development doesn't just apply itself to housing estates. It actually it can be applied to sort of terraces, and all the developments, the developers were buying up various plots and sort of designing them how they thought fit was right for that area. So along here we've got Budgeons today taking up the whole corner. Now, I've lived in the area for nearly 30 years, and when I first moved here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shops here. When I first moved to the area, all of these shops were independent. They were all single shops, and I think it was the third one along where it says Budgeons there. I remember watching an episode of, everyone's heard of Simon Pegg, Shaun of the Dead, and all those things, where his comedy programme, sitcom that he produced many years ago called Spaced, they quite often used a shop that was there, like a little grocery shop, and they would be going in and out of there if you saw them going into a shop to buy anything. Actually, the Spaced house isn't too far from here. It's in that direction over that side of the road. So there's Dalmeny Road on the other side of the road over there, and if you go up there and round the corner, you will find in one of those back streets the house with the sort of castellations on the top of it, which they used as the location for that for the house that him and Daisy lived in. So moving along, as I say, so it's all half the building now. What's it? Half of it is now Budgeons. But another little one, so all of these shops would have looked, I must dig out and see if I can find an old picture that shows what these shops might have looked like sort of when they were originally built. But what I can show you is the one over there at the moment we're going to go and look at, that says Carova Cafe Bar Restaurant. Is the one I'd like to show you, because it's got I think you can see it as I get closer. It's got some really, really rather nice, it's got the original tiles here. And I love all this. Can you see this at low ground? So these are kind of 1920s. They would have been put in around that time, which is kind of evident by the metalwork that you can see at the centre. If you go up to Highgate, there is, you can see here on the door, sorry. So if you go to Highgate, just beyond Pond Square, sort of opposite the gatehouse, there is exactly the same sort of design up there as you see here. But instead of green tiles, there's beige tiles. And there you go. But there's not much left. Oh, lovely. Do like an old alarm. Brock's Alarms. That's not as old as some other ones. But, so let's just take you to the corner. Oh. And this is the end of Mercer's Road. Looking down the road here, and this road here, Mercer's Road, and that's the way I'll be going, because that's the way I'm going to head home in a moment. That takes you back out to, that child thinks it's joining in, those are going to take you back out to Holloway Road. So I'm just going to take me out to Holloway Road, and then I can go home from there. So looking back over my shoulder, Tufnell Park Fields. It occurred to me actually when I did a post the other day about this. Tufnell Park Fields, there's only one. It's basically one big field and some tennis courts. But anyway, it's lively and it's a really good space to do for outdoor sports. Really, really nice. Ice cream van, look at that. It's a COVID-19 ice cream van. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. So I'm going to wend my way back to Holloway because it's getting a little bit chilly. And hope to see you again soon.